Christmas-inspired Parisian small home, glamorous decorations on a small scale. Today, we're stepping into the enchanting world of Parisian holiday interiors, where Christmas decorations shimmer, not by size, but by style. In this video, we'll explore how a tiny apartment can carry the same magic as a winter wonderland, using quiet glamour, thoughtful touches, and the subtle art of French restraint. Step into a Parisian home dressed for Christmas, where the entryway is your soft introduction to glamour. A petite console table becomes the scene of winter romance. Polished brass edges, a slim mirror with gilded trim, and a single evergreen branch tucked inside a cream ceramic vase. Instead of clutter, the space feels composed, like a quiet welcome from an elegant hostess. A tray with antique keys and a glass taper candle flickers softly. The scent of pine warms the air, hinting at holiday magic waiting in the next room, reminding you that even the smallest threshold can feel like a grand arrival. In a small Parisian living room, Christmas is more than decor, it becomes an atmosphere. The sofa is dressed in velvet green cushions, as if touched by the forest. A statement mirror above the mantle reflects twinkling lights from a petite tabletop tree trimmed with pearl ornaments. Gold-rimmed candle holders add old-world glamour, while a woven throw drapes gently across a French armchair. Nothing is oversized. Every piece is measured, thoughtful, and beautiful. The room breathes in a rhythm of quiet luxury, offering a sanctuary from the winter chill outside. Here, warm tea and whispered conversations become the true ornaments of the season. Parisian dining nooks are often compact, but during Christmas, they bloom with style. Imagine a marble bistro table set with fine china, each plate rimmed in gold. Linen napkins are tied with velvet ribbons, a single sprig of rosemary tucked inside for fragrance. Above, a crystal chandelier dangles like frost, its facets catching candlelight. Miniature wreaths placed at each chair back add charm without crowding the space. The ambiance is personal, intimate, perfect for sharing croissants, mulled wine, or a slice of chocolate tart. This small table becomes a place to savor both food and memory, wrapped in Parisian elegance. Christmas kitchen in a Parisian apartment doesn't rely on extravagance, it focuses on thoughtful touches. Open shelving holds stacks of ivory plates, copper cookware gleams like ornaments, and a garland of eucalyptus winds gently above. A wooden cutting board is laid with gingerbread cookies cooling after baking. The lighting is soft, perhaps just one pendant bulb with a linen cover, letting warm shadows fall across countertops. Even a simple bowl of oranges dusted with cloves becomes decoration. Every scent, vanilla, cinnamon, citrus, adds to the feeling of home. This tiny kitchen invites quiet moments of joy amid the festivities. Hallways in small homes often go unnoticed, but Parisian style gives them a poetic role. Along the corridor, framed sketches lean against the wall, softly accented by a delicate string of warm fairy lights. A small side stool hosts a velvet cushion in wine red, creating a quick resting spot. The floor runner feels like walking through an old Paris boutique, thick, patterned, and timeless. A single branch of winter greenery emerges from a chic basket, not to fill the hallway but to breathe life into it. With subtle touches, the space becomes a graceful transition between rooms, calm and festive at once. The bedroom transforms into a sanctuary of quiet glamour. Crisp linen sheets take on a soft ivory glow, layered with a quilt stitched in muted sage and gold thread. A tufted headboard anchors the space, but the real magic blooms at the bedside: a ceramic lamp, a mercury glass ornament, and a book of love poems gently resting atop a marble coaster. A single garland drapes over the window frame, nothing excessive, just enough to remind you of the season. The air is hushed, warm, and safe. Parisian Christmas style feels less like decoration and more like a whispered lullaby. Even the bathroom becomes a moment of holiday beauty. White towels are folded like fresh snow, while a small gold tray holds perfume bottles and a sprig of mistletoe. The mirror, ornate, slightly aged, reflects the soft light of a single candle, creating a serene glow. A ceramic soap dispenser pairs with a marble toothbrush holder, echoing quiet French refinement. The scent of eucalyptus fills the air, mingling with the faint notes of lavender. No space is wasted, no decor is overwhelming. This tiny bathroom feels like the final pause of a winter evening, gentle and restorative. Even if it's just a single wall with floating shelves, your reading nook can take on Christmas charm. Leather-bound novels, vintage postcards, and a tiny brass lamp create personality. A miniature fir tree rests on the corner of the desk, its ornaments tiny pearls and satin ribbons. The chair, perhaps wicker or velvet, feels like an invitation to slow down. Add a cashmere throw and a mug of hot chocolate, and you've created a haven of quiet thoughtfulness. In this corner, ideas flourish, memories deepen, and Parisian Christmas decor finds a home not just on shelves, but in the heart. A closet may be small, but it can whisper elegance. Velvet hangers reflect the softness of the season, while a single red ribbon ties around a handbag handle like a discreet ornament. Perfumed sachets carry notes of pine and vanilla. Jewelry trays sparkle with gold and pearl accents, making the morning's outfit selection feel ritualistic. A tiny wreath pinned to the inside door feels personal, almost secretive, as if you and your wardrobe share a private holiday moment. In Parisian style, beauty is not about excess, it's about intimacy, restraint, and quiet luxury. Windows hold a unique place in Parisian apartments, framed views of the world below. Decorate them simply. Sheer curtains let warm light pour through, while a small star-shaped ornament hangs from a silk ribbon. A garland rests gently along the sill, accented with pine cones and white roses. Nothing blocks the outside. Instead, decor enhances the city's winter charm. As the evening falls, candlelight from within reflects softly off the glass, merging indoors and outdoors in a gentle glow. The window becomes a love letter to the city, celebrating Christmas with quiet sophistication. A Parisian sideboard is where glamour truly shines. Start with a linen runner in champagne tones. Add a trio of candles in mismatched brass holders, their flickers dancing like piano notes in a jazz cafe. A bowl of pomegranates sits beside a slender vase of white roses, a still life painting come to life. Vintage glassware stands ready for evening drinks. Every element tells a story. Memory, elegance, a warm welcome. The sideboard isn't crowded, it's intentional. During Christmas, this single surface becomes the heart of everyday celebration. A full-size tree isn't necessary to feel festive. A petite evergreen placed atop a marble pedestal or side table can radiate beauty. Decorate with neutral ribbon, handmade paper ornaments, or pearl beads. Tuck small pine branches at its base like a natural skirt. Its scale suits the room, encouraging admiration instead of overwhelm. The tiny tree invites guests to gather close, like sharing a secret. In a Parisian home, smaller decor isn't a compromise, it's an art form. Under soft lighting, the tree becomes precious, carrying holiday charm in delicate proportion. The mantle, if you have one, becomes the stage for Parisian Christmas elegance. Skip traditional garlands for something refined: eucalyptus leaves, dried citrus slices, and satin ribbons in champagne hues. A pair of glass candlesticks rises at each end, framing the centerpiece like ballet dancers. Above, a gilt mirror elongates the room, catching glimpses of the fire's glow. Every detail contributes to balance, not clutter. This mantle tells a soft story: winter warmth, vintage whispers, and the tender hope of the season. Instead of stacks of decorative objects, choose a curated trio. A white ceramic bowl filled with sugared cranberries or faux snowberries sets the tone. A book of Parisian photography adds cultural romance. Beside it, a single scented candle emits vanilla and cedarwood. Nothing intrudes on conversation or movement. The table remains functional, but elevated. Each element offers beauty without demanding attention. The coffee table becomes a piece of living artwork, an effortless expression of holiday glamour grounded in simplicity. Workspaces often feel utilitarian, but Christmas gives them a new voice. A petite brass lamp casts warm puddles of light, turning paperwork into poetry. A string of fairy lights outlines the edge of a bookshelf, guiding the eye from book to idea. A tiny crystal ornament sits near your stationery tray, catching reflections from your tea. Even during busy days, the decor reminds you to breathe. Creativity flourishes in gentle surroundings, and a Parisian-inspired space helps you feel productive yet calm, like writing in a cafe by candlelight. dressed in deep emerald or sapphire can transform a small room. Against it, holiday decor takes on jewel-like dimension: gold candle holders, white flowers, or framed winter sketches. Instead of covering every inch, focus on a single vignette that sings quietly. This approach mirrors Parisian restraint, a controlled burst of beauty, nothing too loud. When sunlight hits the wall, its rich color deepens, creating intimacy and depth. Guests will remember this moment long after decorations are gone, proof that harmony speaks louder than excess. Gift wrapping becomes decor when done thoughtfully. Choose craft paper, white ribbon, and wax seals for an old-world touch. A cinnamon stick or sprig of pine tied atop makes each present feel personal. Don't pile them high. Arrange them like a gallery of anticipation. The space beneath the tree remains airy, elegant, and meaningful. Each gift becomes an expression of love, not clutter. In a tiny home, presentation matters. It shapes how the space breathes. Like a French patisserie window, every parcel invites admiration. Rather than buying themed posters, consider seasonal art that complements your home. A sketch of the Eiffel Tower dusted in snow, a charcoal drawing of winter roses, or a vintage postcard framed in gold. These subtle gestures whisper holiday charm without overstaying their welcome. Lean them atop bookshelves or against mantles, effortless and refined. In Parisian style, artwork lives like memory. It is personal, curated, and part of daily life. During Christmas, these pieces become emotional anchors, quietly warming the space. Lighting is the secret to Parisian holiday ambience. Lamps with linen shades cast diffused warmth, reminiscent of candlelit cafes. Battery-operated fairy lights snake quietly across shelves, never glaring. Candles, scented in cedar, vanilla, or neroli, glow from corners, illuminating gold, glass, and velvet textures. Instead of harsh overhead brightness, light floats in layers, like soft snowfall. Each corner becomes its own vignette, gentle and intimate. This approach makes a tiny home feel expansive, welcoming guests into a world of winter calm. After decorating each room, pause and let the home speak. Are the colors balanced? Does the decor support conversation, warmth, and everyday living? In Parisian design, harmony matters more than abundance. A single candle can feel like a holiday symphony if placed thoughtfully. A velvet throw, a ceramic ornament, a jar of winter flowers, all simple gestures that transform tiny spaces. Your Christmas home becomes more than a stage for the season. It becomes a gentle expression of who you are, curated in layers of elegance, nostalgia, and quiet joy.